another balance workout. This one's moderately challenging and it's got a really big core focus. So we're going to try and hit all those muscles around the middle because we know how much we all love to work them. We're going to do 3 circuits of 3 exercises, and we're going to go through each exercise twice before we move on to the next mini circuit. We're going to start off with one that just works total body, but as I said, really works on engaging all those core muscles and really gives you good posture, makes it look nice and toned, makes it feel strong, increases your power and your strength for other exercises. Basically, it's called your core because it's the center of everything you do. So let's get you going. You're going to need, again, as always, a little drink to take in between breaks, and ideally a mat or a comfortable surface to kneel on or lie at times. You can use towels, you could use cushions, pillows, just anything that you can kneel on for a couple of the exercises later on. We're going to start off with the first one that I call compass toe taps, and you'll see why. So we're going to stand feet hip shoulder width apart, and then from there you're going to keep your left leg on the floor permanently for this one, lift up onto the right leg, and you're going to reach that right toe forwards as far as you can take it and just tap it to the ground. Then from there you're going to take it out east to the side as far as possible and bring it back in. Now we're going backwards, so we're going south, and you try to tap that toe as far back as you possibly can, and then we go west, so we sweep the leg behind and we tap it and we drop them back down. So we go north, east, south, west. Swap legs, so right foot goes down, and we're going to reach forwards, tap that toe north, and we're going to go out to the side. Perfect. Behind, and then wrap them back round. Obviously we go north, west, south, east on this one, and back in. Right, we're going to go twice more each side, so we've got 12 reps in total. So right foot forwards, out to the side. See if you can stretch it out that little bit further each time. Tap it back behind you, and then sweep it round the back, and use those arms to balance if you need to. Bring them back in. Number 2 on the left leg, so left foot goes forwards and side, reach them out, stretch it back, and then back behind you from there. Really good at waking up all those hip muscles, but incredible for that core because there's so much balance and changing center of gravity going on that your core has to really wake up to get involved. One last time round, right foot forward, reach that toe as far forwards as you can, and then out to the side as far as it will go. Back in behind you, but a really good stretch this time. And in, and sweep it round, and back up from there. Left leg last time. Forwards, out to the side, big stretch, tap it to behind, and then right round, sweep it round as far as you can reach it, and then back up from there. Good stuff. So that's that lower portion work. We're going to do one we did last week to really hit that upper back, your trapezius and your rhomboid muscles. Really good for posture, but also really good for holding that core exactly where it should. So feet about a foot away from the wall, hip shoulder width apart as always. Press the bum into the wall, and then we're going to push those elbows onto the wall, really close to the body. Head on, and you're going to squeeze the elbows back into the wall, lift the body away. Bring it back down, push those elbows, lift that body away. You can keep the head on the wall and drop them back down. Push, lift the hips up and through and back. We're going for 12 as always. Number 4, push and control. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together like you're pinching a pen between the shoulder blades. Push them through and then control and back down. Up we go. And back. Probably the most important exercise in the whole workout, this one, if you're looking for good posture and looking to hold that stomach in a nice flat position. Lift them up and through, and we're going to go 3 more. Ever so controlled, push and down. Breathing out as we lift, and then one last time, squeeze and relax them up and away. And then we go for the lower portion. Again, involves a bit of balance on this one, but it's the core that helps us balance. Whenever we move and we lose and change our center of gravity, it's the core that switches on to keep us upright. Again, we've done these before, so we're going to hold our hands out for balance if we want. We're going to lift up onto tiptoe. We're just going to try and pause at the top and then back down. We're going to go 12 of those. Lift as hard to tiptoe as you can. Pause at the top and back down. If it's a challenge, you can hold a wall or even just rest a fingertip or two lightly on the wall, just so that you're working your core as much as possible. There we go. Up we go, tall as you can, and back down again. Lift onto tiptoe, control, that was a rubbish one from me, and then up we go again, and control and back down. High as you can onto tiptoe, a little bit of a pause at the top, and down we go. Let's go 4 more. Lift, perfect, good stuff, and control. Lift them up, and down. 2 more times, nice and high, and then down we go, and then one last time, up, we're gonna hold it there, just for 3, 2, 1, and ease them down. 10 seconds, grab a drink if you want. We're gonna go around that circuit one more time. So get yourself loose, set up, shake those legs out if they need it, hip shoulder width apart, grab your drink, and we're going in 3, and 2, and 1. Let's go. So again, we're gonna keep that left foot on the floor, right leg in the air, we reach forwards and tap. We go sideways and tap, behind, and then sweep it round. That's 4. Let's do all on the same leg to start off with this time round. So right leg forwards, right leg to the side, right leg back, and right leg round. That's 8. One more time on this leg. Forwards, side, big stretch. Back we go, and then round we come, and ease them up from there. Opposite leg. Left leg's going to do the work. Right leg standing still. Really push that foot down. We go forwards and side. Round to the back. And then loop it round and behind. 4 down. Twice more round. There we go. Forwards, side. Breathing through. Really engage that core all the way through. And then back we come. If you want a big challenge for the last one, when you reach forwards, try not to let the toe hit the floor. Side, but don't let it touch down. Behind, keep it an inch or 2 off the floor. And then loop it round. Again, can you keep that toe off the floor? And then back up from there. Good stuff. Back to our wall squeezes. Good foot away from the wall, feet flat down. Head on, shoulders on, elbows in tight. And let's push and go. Push away. Control and through. Number 2, lift that body up and away by squeezing those shoulder blades back. Make sure the breathing's nice and controlled. And keep them coming. Nice steady rhythm now. Up, bit of a squeeze, and back down. Up we go. Halfway there, and control them back down. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And again, up we come. And down from there. Up we come, and down from there. Bit of a challenge for the last 2 if you want to bring the head up as well, so you're really taking that whole body away from the wall. Lift it through, and then one last time, push, and relax. Good stuff. Right, calves one more time, and then we're going to get into some more traditional floor-based core work as well. Feet hip shoulder width apart, arms out for balance or resting gently on a wall if you need it. We lift up onto toes, and we control them down. Lift them up. Little pause at the top and down. 10 to go. Up we go. High as you can. And down from there. Up we come. Control. Looking forwards. And down. Here we go. Number 5. High. And down again. It's that little pause at the top that really challenges the core. And then down we go. Again, we're over halfway. High as you can. Don't worry if you lose it, you can always come back to it. And down. Let's go 4 more. Lift. And down. Up we come. Perfect. 2 more times. Lift them up. High as you can. Use those arms if you need. And then one last time we're going to go up. And we're going to hold it for 3, 2, 1. And let them relax from there. Good stuff, guys. Again, grab a drink. That's the first circuit done. So we're going to go into our next circuit, which is pretty much all kneeling based. So as we said, grab yourself a mat or a cushion or a pillow, something comfortable that you can rest on the knees, just so they feel comfy. We're going to do One exercise that you definitely know because we've done it before, one that you'll never forget because of its name, and another one that you may have done before as well. But I'll take you through them as we go. So first one, set yourself up into what we like to call that table position. So knees under the hips, wrists directly under the elbows, under the shoulder, and that elbow here is just nice and soft. Head is down, looking at the mat in line with that spine. And your first one, we're going to go right arm and left leg, and we're going to lift as high as we comfortably can without that middle moving. If any of you tried our challenge last week, if you can do this with a glass of water on your back, or a Friday night challenge, a glass of wine or Prosecco, then more than welcome. Although maybe not on the wine or Prosecco just yet in the week. There we go, we're going to go 12 each side, keep that core really tight so that body doesn't rock. And we're just looking at the floor all the way through. We've got that nice straight line. And keep them coming. Perfect. Good stuff. Same as always. Steady pace. Slow rhythm. Slow gives us control. And control comes from that core, which means it's working that little bit harder. You might know about this tomorrow or the next day when you're laughing just because your core works pretty hard. When you're having a chuckle to yourself as well. There we go, lift them up. 4 more times. Keep that middle still. Perfect, really stretch that arm away, that leg behind. Keep them coming. Only the arms and the legs doing the movement. 2 more each side. Nice and steady. Up we go. And the last one again, we're going to lift and we're just going to hold. So arm forward, legs stretching back, make yourself as long as you can. Hold for 2 and 1 and down. Lift and hold and just keep it there for 2 and 1 and down. Good stuff. And next one is all about the little muscles in our bum muscles, our glutes, as they're called, medius or minimus, right on the sides of the hips here. Nice area to tone, but also really important for the core because it keeps that hip stable and that posture tall. It's called a dog up a lamppost, and you're going to see why. So we're going to go back to that same start position, really locking that table into place. If you want to come up onto fists to take the pressure off the wrists, you're more than welcome, or turn the hands out a little bit, or you can rest the hands onto blocks or something slightly raised just to take the pressure off the wrist. And from there, keeping that middle still, we're going to lift the leg, keeping it bent out to the side as much as possible, and back in. Lift it out and back in. I'll show you front on in case you can see it better from there. Body stays still. Leg lifts out to the side, and you squeeze the side of those bum muscles as you go. That's 4. We're going for 12. 5 and control. 6. You can definitely see where the name comes from, hopefully. It's not its official name. It's just what I call it with clients to help them remember it. Up we go. In between, if you want to make it easier, rest your knee on the floor. If you want to make it tougher, you can lift and bring that knee in, just hover it a centimetre above the ground. Lift them up. We're going to go 2 more. Don't let that middle move though. No tilt from the upper body. No tilt side to side from the core. Number 12. And ease them down. I'm going to spin them around so you can see the other side. Same solid position for that table. Lock that core in place. And let's go. Little lift and down. Control them up. Remember, you can tap the knee down if you want to make it easier. Keep it just above the floor if you want to make it tougher. And you just lift as far to the side as feels comfortable to get a good squeeze in the side of those bum muscles. And again, here we go. Lift and lower. Lift them up. 3 more times. Squeeze. 2 to go. Up we go. And then 1 last time. As always, a little bit of a squeeze at the top. And let them relax down from there. Good stuff. Exercise number 3 in the circuit is a plank. We're going to go for a kneeling plank. Make sure you breathe as you do it. And we're just going to hold it. Or we're going to aim to hold it for 30 seconds. If you get to 10 and you need to stop, by all means do. You can always join in again towards the end of the 30 if you want. Or you can just relax before we go around the circuit once more. So we're going to take those knees back. Bit of an angle this time. Elbows down. Under the shoulders. Really pull that core in. And again, you should have that nice straight back. Head down in line with that spine. I'm going to get on the watch just in case some of you think I'm cheating you for time. Good stuff. Here we go. Coming up to 10 seconds now. And we're just holding it there. Of course, the option is there to come up into a full plank if you want. So if you want to make it harder, you're more than welcome. Obviously, I'm doing the gentler session today. Louis on the tougher stuff. So if you fancy pushing yourself a bit harder, you can always join Louis' session and have a go at that afterwards as well. There we go. Keep it coming. 2 and 1. And ease them down from there. Right, grab a drink if you need, 10-second breather, and then we're going to go straight back into those Supermans. I'm going to stay this side so you can just see that angle from just a different position, basically. Right, head down in line with that spine, and we're going to go opposite arm and leg, stretch them out. Good stuff. Opposite arm and leg, stretch them out from there. Number 2, keep them coming. Nice and controlled. All about patience, these exercises. It's like a slow motion replay of an exercise. Control and stretch. And down again. Good stuff. There we come. And again, lengthen that arm away, lengthen that foot behind. Make yourself as tall as you possibly can. But keep that middle still. Halfway there now. Good stuff. Nice and steady. Breathe out as you lift. In as you lower. Out as you lift. In as you lower. And we're going to go 4 more each side. Steady pace. Don't be tempted to get quicker as we go through. We're going nice and slow. 3 to come. You should even feel those shoulders working a little bit just from holding you in position. And that core held as tight as you possibly can to stop you moving anywhere else. Just the limbs that are doing that movement. One last time. We're going to lift. We're going to hold it again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Lift them up. Hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ease them back down from there. Good stuff, guys. Right, so I've got a lamp post time again. I'm going to start on the same leg as we did last time. Same start position as we did for those sneaking Supermans. And then away we go. We lift that leg. The rest of the body stays still. That's 1. Knee off the floor if you want to make it tougher. And 2. 10 to go. Hands can be as wide at the front as you need them. The wider they are, the more stable you'll be. Or the narrower they are, the harder you'll challenge that core. There we go. Keep them coming. Up we come. Halfway there again. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 3 more. Squeeze them up. 2 to go. And then 1 last time with me. Squeeze those butt muscles and down from there. I'm going to spin it to the other side and we're going to balance it out with 12 on the other leg. Control and throw. I'm going to keep that knee off the floor all the way through this movement. You can even lift this hand if you want to make it tougher. Challenge yourself a little bit further. Have it out for a bit of a counterbalance, or in nice and tight if you want to make it tougher still. Lift and through. Good stuff. Up we come. Perfect. Let's go 5 more. Keep that body dead still. 4 to come. Breathing through nice and slowly. And 2 more times. Lift. And then last one. And relaxing down. Good stuff. Straight down into that plank position. We're going to go 30 seconds. You can come up onto toes if you want to make it tougher. Head stays down, looking at the floor all the time. And that way we keep that back in that really good position. Pulling that belly button up away from the floor to engage all those really deep core muscles. There's a whole host of muscles inside that you can't even see, that you'll never see, but they're like your scaffolding. They hold everything in position. So really important to work on them. And plank is a great exercise to do. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then ease them down. Good stuff. That's circuit number 2. We've got 1 more to go. A few more, again, traditional core exercises. We're going to hit the sides and we're going to hit everyone's favourite, the abdominal muscles from the top end and from the bottom end, because they attach in 2 places. So we want them to be strong at both ends of the attachment point. Gives us really good posture, control, and also obviously complete toning. So we're going to start, again, we've done these before. We're going to start on our sides, knee down, and you can either have both legs on top of each other or you can have one leg out straight, whichever you prefer. Elbow down, hand on top, and we're going to lift up and down 12 times using those core muscles on the sides here, your obliques. Head in line with the spine, and we go for it. Lift 1, tap the hip, lift again 2. Keep the rest of the body still. We're just tapping that hip into the floor. Keep them coming. Perfect. Should feel a bit of work here as we squeeze up and through. Good stuff, guys. Here we go. 5 more. Perfect. Lift. And again, squeeze them up 2 more times. Lift and through. Last one. And tap them down. Good stuff. I'm going to spin them around so you can see. Change legs. So that bottom leg bent at 90 degrees. Other foot either on top or stretched out. Elbow directly under that shoulder and head in line with the spine. And then let's go. Use that side. Lift yourself up. Tap the hip to the floor. Number 2, lift and tap. Number 3, lift them up. Control them down. 12 repetitions on everything today. And 5. Good stuff. 6, ever so steady. Keep that shoulder right on top of that elbow here. And again. Push and down. 2 more. Lift and control. Squeeze them up. Let's get 1 more. Bonus one. Ever so steady. And then relax from there. Good work. Right. We're going uber traditional now. We're going for some crunches to really hit those abdominal muscles. A couple of options here. We're going to go feet on the floor about hip shoulder width apart. We're going to keep the hands on the thighs and we're going to do what's called a slide. So we're going to slide the hands up the thighs. We're going to keep the chin off the chest throughout. We're going to make sure we breathe out as we lift and we're really engaging that core. If you find you struggle with your neck at all, take your hand, open the hand, so spread the fingers and gently rest it behind the head. Just one, so that you're not pulling the neck with your hand. You're just literally acting like a bit of a support pillow or a cushion, but the movement and the work still comes from here. Your head only moves because your core and your spine are contracting and flexing and moving. It's not leading from the head. So you'll see what I mean here. I'm going to pop that hand behind for support, hand on, engage those core muscles and just squeeze yourself an inch or 2 up, control them down. That's 1. Number 2, lift and squeeze and control them down. If the neck feels fine, you can have both hands here on the thighs. 3. Make sure you breathe out as you lift up. A couple of other tips as well to help you relax the neck muscles that get all tight when we lift. 1, push your tongue up into the roof of your mouth behind your front 2 teeth. And the other one, which sounds really bizarre, is smile, because it relaxes all the facial muscles. There we go. Keep them coming. And hey, who doesn't love a crunch? Perfect, guys. Over halfway again. Little squeeze, 1 or 2 inches, fingertips towards those knees, don't even have to reach. It's just that small movement. 4 more. Ever so steady. Breathing out as we lift, in as we lower. Out as we lift, in as we lower. 2 more times. Let's go for it. Squeeze. And really feel that working here now. 1 last time. And relaxing down from there. Good stuff. Right, to balance them off, because we're hitting the abdominals on that one from the top end of the attachment point. We're going to hit them where they attach down over the hip. What people call the lower abdominals, but same muscles really, just worked in a slightly different way. So this time we're going to get you to tense the muscles and flatten your back into the floor as hard as you can. We're going to lift one leg and then the other and keep that back flat. And our challenge is to take the leg down and tap it to the floor and back up without that back lifting away from the floor. That way we know we're working those abdominal muscles. There we go. So there's number 2. If you want to make it tougher, you can take the leg further away and back up. But the key is to never let that back arch. So we keep it flat into the ground throughout. As I said, if you want to keep it easier, keep that leg bent at 90 degrees and control them through from there. Perfect. If you want to make it tougher, that leg goes a bit further away. Just like that. If you want to make it really tough, you take that leg out as far as you can, but you keep that back flat to the ground all the way through. 5 more. Control them down. Ever so steady. 4 to go. Remember to breathe whilst we're doing it. Nice and easy pace as always. It's slow and steady, gives those muscles that really good workout. 2 more times. Should feel the work right in the middle, so make sure you're tensing here so that the hips aren't doing too much of the work. Last one. Squeeze. And relax from there. Good stuff. Ease them up. Grab a drink. 10-15 second breathe. We're going to go one more time through, and then your work is done for the day. Good stuff. Right then. I can't remember which side we started on the oblique, so I'll come around this side. I think it was the left. So set yourself up. As long as you do both, doesn't really matter. Bottom leg down, nice and straight. Bent at 90. Top leg either out or on top, whichever you prefer. Elbow under shoulder. Head in line with that spine, and let's go. Squeeze that side and lift them up. Tap it down and squeeze. There's 2. 10 to go. Lift and 3. And 4. Up we come. Control it through and lift them from there. Great work, guys. Halfway there again. Perfect. Nice, steady pace. Lift and tap. Lift and tap. 2 more. Squeeze them up, high as you can. And then one last time. And let them relax down. Good stuff. Onto that other side. Knee down, 90 degrees. Make sure it's in a nice straight line with the body. Foot on top or out straight for support. Elbow under shoulder. Let's go. 1 and tap. 2. Nice straight line at the top. No need to push it too far. Just getting that squeeze in the side. There we go. 4. Ever so steady. As always, relax that face. Keep the shoulders as relaxed as you can. There we go. Halfway. Doing great, guys. Doing great. Here we go. Up we come. Don't be tempted to go quicker. It's nice and steady. Up we come. 3 more. Let's do 3. 3. Tap. 2. Tap. Last one. Lift. And lower. Great work. Right. Crunch time. So we're going to hit those abdominals again in whatever way feels most comfortable. Feet, hip, shoulder width apart. Head down, either supported with one hand or hands on the thighs. Flatten that back and then just arch it and lift it. Get into a nice comfortable position for you. Hands on, and then from there, chin off the chest. Let's go. Number 1. And control. If you can, keep the shoulders off the floor at the bottom. And 2, that just keeps the tension in the muscles, just so they're working hard all the way through. If you need to let them sink and have a breather for a rep or 2, by all means do. So you can always miss a repetition out and then get back into them. Just do as many as you can. Up we go. Great stuff. And again, lift and squeeze. Perfect. 4 more. Squeeze those muscles. We're reaching those fingertips towards those knees. And we're going to go 2 more times. Steady. Good stuff. Lift and squeeze. Let's do a bonus one to finish. Up we go. And let them relax down from there. Great work, guys. Last ones, we're going to hit them from the other end. So again, we're going to really flatten that spine into the floor. Engage those abdominals. One leg comes up, other leg comes up, and then we're going to tap down and back up. Tap them down and back up. 12 each side. The further away that leg goes, the harder it gets. So it's entirely up to you how hard you want to take it. I'm going to keep them close today, just because we've done a fair bit of work on that core. And we're likely to feel it a little bit in a good way tomorrow or the next day. Tap them down and control them through. Keep that back flattened into the ground. It's that tension here that really makes this effective. Pushing them down. Great stuff. Ever so steady again. And up we go. Let's go 4 more each side. That's it. And 3. Tap and lift. Make sure it's the abdominals that are lifting and not the hips. Control and squeeze. Control and squeeze. Down we come. And then we're going to go 1 more each side. And last leg. And relax. Good stuff. Give them a bit of a hug in. And then just gently rock yourself up or tilt onto one side. And that is your core workout done for the day, guys. We'll see you again tomorrow with some stretching, mobility, yoga, all sorts. Like I said, if you want to take it up a notch, have a go at lose 1 now or later, just to push you up that level. Cheers, guys.